my god, okay. I got it working. The drugs are taking effect. I can't stop myself from getting demonetized like 5 seconds into a live stream. Hello, everybody. Hello, Super Spike, John, Mad Dude, Def Not Woobers, The Gentleman, Alex, Elsie, Mingles. You got Eliza P ad before the stream start? Oh my god. Canned Soup, Spion, The Baby, Amari, Jacob, Ashby. You're moving too fast. Super Cage 13, Lou Rock, Salty Eggs, Suptud, Jack and stop moving the chat so fast. Virginia, Dav, Relo, Shobs, Marilyn Brony, Last Feelbender, Silo Siphon, okay. Lord Striker, Tabby and the crew, Jesse, Firecat, Cyrus, Fox Gaming, Not Lumen, Leo, Okapi, Jim Lord, Dave. Why the fuck are there so many of you? There's not usually this how many people are watching this? Why are there 125 people watching this? Did you think I was doing a face reveal? Is that what you thought? I can't say all... Listen, I say everybody's names when there's like a reasonable amount of names in chat. There's too many of you. Since when do I get 100 of you? People think you're playing Lies of P. I'm not, though. I'm not paying to play that early. You can't make me. That's a bullshit business practice. You thought I was quitting YouTube. No. Let me explain. Let me explain something to you. There's a video game. There's this video game. You might have heard of it. It's called Lies of P. It comes out tomorrow, and I'm going to be unavailable because I'm going to be playing the stream. So that's what's going to be happening. So I figured I'd just stream for the sake of it before I vanish for a week. That's all it is. And invite Keanu Reeves on the stream. Yeah, I was kind of just making a cheeky joke. I figured the thumbnail would explain everything, but I guess people thought I was actually disappearing. LOL. Ignore that. The vanishing of fake. Thought it was death. I see a lot of you were very disappointed. I'm sorry I disappointed you by not dying. Play Bloodborne. Nah. Maybe if it ever gets on PC, am I right? Am I gonna be okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna be playing video games. A video game. Why don't you show your progress on Lies of P by streaming it? Listen, I have no interest in streaming Lies of P again because it's just gonna be me just sucking and dying to bosses over and over again. I will probably stream a fashion show when I get more outfits, though. Thank you, no one, for the $9.99. Before I disappear, of course. Yeah. Yay.
Donation for
accidental clickbait. You know what? I've done that a few times. When I was a child, I made a fake Bigfoot video. I didn't realize it would be clickbait. I just legit thought we were making like a comedy video about Bigfoot.
You're a real faker?
Thank you, Waypoint, for being a real faker for 24 months. Oh my god. You're here for 2 years. That's how long I've been waiting for Lies of P. No, but it feels like it. I'd be surprised if people thought you were quitting. I never quit. I'm not a quitter. Thank you, Kuma Teddy, for the $2.
We'll miss you, my Yandere giantess goddess.
Yandere.
Nyan Tilda.
Matilda. Yeah. How many vids did I pre-record? 5. Don't worry about it. I was thinking today, if I got desperate for stuff to do to kill time before Lies of P comes out, I'd edit a video for real. You recorded something, finally. Thank you, Marilyn Brony, for being a real fake for 18 months. Ravens beat the Bengals in Cincinnati. I'm glad I can get, like, the latest sports updates in my stream. What, your least favorite series? What, like a TV shows? Surprised you like Souls-like games? I don't. I've only ever played Dark Souls 2. I hated it. But, pretty boy, swooshy hair, looks like Timothy Chalamet. I'm in. It's just, I cannot be stopped from being in. So... Sasquatch is who you got? We could have Bigfoot.
That's so cool.
Dark Souls 2 is terrible, so I've been told. But I don't want to play any other Souls games. I just want to kiss the protagonist? No. I want to look at him. I don't want to kiss him because he's not real. Where'd everyone go? They all realized that I wasn't dying and they left. That's the important part. They had to know that I didn't die and that I'm not leaving and I will still create content for you. When we get the next evil sorceress video, well, not this week. Oh, by the way, there's not going to be any new Exorcist videos this week because I made all my videos like a month in advance, so... I wrote them a while ago. This was before The Exorcist was even a twinkle in my ear. That's how the saying goes, right? Favorite video game is GTA 5? Wow. What a game to have be your favorite. I mean, it's long-lasting. Everlasting GTA. That's what it is. This is what it is. But thank you, Jacob CV, for being a real faker for 19 months. My son Swish play Paper Mario. I've never really had any interest in that series. I don't play a lot of Mario games. Fake should do another fake SPN. I didn't write... Didn't you write that? Wasn't that you? Thank you, Kuma Teddy, for the $2. Bill Clinton wants GTA... Bill Clinton's still alive? You know what? I shouldn't be surprised. He does seem like the kind of guy who would play Grand Theft Auto.
Cool.
They're making it. Yeah, we all saw the leaks. Man, we saw it. But you know. Yeah. Ever imagine that not only English-speaking people were going to listen to your audios?
Bill
Well,
Clinton
I mean,
wants GTA 6.
I guess if they
Naya.
enjoy the sound of my voice, but if you don't speak English at all, you wouldn't enjoy it as much. I don't put subtitles in any other languages, or in English. I don't do subtitles. I'm too lazy. Bill Clinton's in his 70s and is younger than Joe Biden. It's fucked up, right? How, like, only old people can be presidents? I mean... Jesus. I remember when they were saying, like, Trudeau was too young when he was, like, 40. Like, what? Who was Bill Clinton? He was a president of the U.S. What would I do as president? Quit. I don't want to be responsible for that shit. Also, I can't be president. I'm Canadian. Yes, I'm disappearing for a whole week. You probably won't notice. Listen, I just wanted to have a just chatting stream and I needed a title. There's still gonna be videos, they're just gonna be very irrelevant. No Exorcist. They're just irrelevant. Thank you, Music Kid, for the $2. I've not seen the Evil Sorceress video yet. Well, there's 10 of them. And watch all of them. Videos that help me to practice my answers in English. Oh, that's nice. I have been told that, like, a lot of my writing sounds very casual and realistic, so, you know. Thank you, Lou Rocks 14 for the £1.99. You British. What's your favorite character from My Hero? I don't watch that show, but thank you for the first donation. You know what? Actually, I like that guy with the black hair. He looks tired all the time. That guy. I like that guy. He's cool. I don't know anything about him. He just looks cool.
Who is your fave character from My Hero?
Thank you, Kuma Teddy, for the $2. What you do is God Empress of all. Best not to speak of those things. Yeah. You have an A rank in Splatoon 3? Nice. The correct answer is Bakugo's mom. Bakugo has a mom? I thought he died. Well, I guess that wouldn't prevent him from having a mom.
Nyan.
But he died. Is that spoilers? I thought everybody knew he died. But did he come back to life? Because that, you know, it's like a comic book thing, right? Nobody really dies. Press a button if you can marry anyone you want, but your best friend is going to die in the wedding. Man, you guys have too much faith in me to think I got a best friend. Also, thank you, Elsie Playset, for the 5 fake memberships. You got a good pull.
You made someone a real
Look at that.
faker?
You got
That's
Kuma
so
Teddy.
cool.
You got Althea. You got Law. She's pretty good. Do you consider Canada to be a part of greater American culture? What? What does that mean? I mean, Canadians definitely do have, like, the problem of, a lot of Canadians do behave like they're American, but we're not part of American culture. Theodore Roosevelt was 42? He looked old as hell at 42. I think. Is that the guy with the mustache? Is that the guy from Night at the Museum? Is Canada nice? It depends on where you go. It's like any country. We have roller coasters. In places. We have trees. We have parks. We have hospitals. We have buildings that look fancy. Is it true that in Canada there's bag milk? There is, at least where I live, but it really depends. You have an exact date in mind for when you reopen commissions? Not really. I don't like to commit to dates. Fuck schedules. I want to go to visit is based on history museums. Toronto's got the ROM. Big fan of the ROM, personally. That's like one of my favorite museums. It's got the AGO. I don't like art galleries, though. I know I sound so uncultured saying that, but they just make me tired. I'm looking forward to most about Lies of P. Cool weapons, cool enemies, cool outfits, mostly cool outfits. I want to know more about Gemini. I want to know what Geppetto's deal is. It's everything. It's everything. I've played Alice Madness Returns. No, but I've seen one particular Let's Play of it so many times that I basically know everything about it. His name was Tyrant King 10. I don't even know if he posts anymore. But I loved his Alice Madness Returns playthrough so much that I downloaded it to my crappy iPod Touch. Of course, it was in parts, but you know. It was a great Let's Play. Pass the bag of milk along with a gallon of cereal. You can buy cereal in bags here. It's just off-brand. Does Pinocchio fight robots? But they're called puppets. Press the button if you can marry anyone you want. No. Marriage isn't all it's cracked up to be. I can get married to anyone I want right now. I just don't want to get married. So, like, stop asking that. You're spamming the chat. Oh, fuck. I forgot. Mingles. I forgot. I promised I was gonna make you a moderator. Huh. I didn't realize we had two different kinds of moderator. I'll just make you a standard one. There you go. You're standard moderator. Sorry to make a big deal out of it, but I literally forgot to do that. I don't know how to do it outside of a live stream. What? The milk isn't... Okay, listen, I don't buy bagged milk or milk at all because it goes bad before I can finish it. But you put the bag of milk in a carton. Well, not a like a pitcher. You take the bag and you put it in a pitcher designed to hold the milk bag. And you cut the corner of the milk bag so you can pour it. And then it's a lovely, convenient way to have bagged milk. I don't know why the milk is bagged. That's just how we do it here. Oh yeah, I recently hit 64,000 subscribers. How do you reseal the milk bag though? You don't. It doesn't go bad if you leave it open, if it's in the fridge. I mean, it's cold. Like, you think cartons are keeping that shit airtight? It's not. It's just a bag and a pitcher. It's not that complicated. Thank you, Dab. Like, really. I have Nintendo 64 subscribers. You're multitasking, so your focus is like half and half. That's fine. I'm looking at chat. I know who to ban. Thus, some root beer is favorite. Favorite. They need it more. There should be more root beer. When I go to a restaurant they don't have root beer, I'm like, what are you doing here? What are you doing? You don't have root beer? You don't have root beer? I'll get a Diet Coke then. Because, like, if they don't have root beer, they never have orange soda either. It's just like the basic bitch sodas. They got Sprite. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna eat Sprite, yeah. My soda tastes are too eclectic and rare. Time me out for 5 minutes. Why would I time me out for 5 minutes? I don't know what root beer is. I'm too afraid. It's a soda. Cherry sodas. I don't think they sell those here. I'm not gonna ban you. Thank you, Snowwolf, for the 10 pounds. You're British. Beast Boy, Raven, F or M. Well, I did the Raven roleplay. Would it just be that, like, Beast Boy is the listener? I could do that, but I'd have to watch a few more episodes of Teen Titans. It's been a long time. But thank you for the donation. Root beer first, orange soda
Hi,
second.
Fake, will you ever do a
Yeah.
Beast Boy Raven F4
And then after that, it's
ASMR
kind of a
video?
toss-up between
They're two
cream
of my
soda and
favorite
grape
DC
soda.
characters.
You
Just
know,
an idea.
the Crush
I love your
favorites.
ASMR vids. Really relaxing after work or me raging on video games.
So, like,
lol.
cream soda is clear basically everywhere else. It's just around here, like, that it's pink. One time I had, like, Fanta cream soda, and I was like, why is this clear? I think it tastes better when it's pink. I'll be quite honest. Yeah, pink. Drink pink. Crush cream soda is pink here. And I think it fits. It's good and it's right. The cans are pink, so the soda should also be pink. It's great to look at. First time on a fake live. Well, hello. Betool Games. Betool? Is that French? Just my opinion on crickets. I don't like them. Too loud. One time I had a cricket outside my window when I was a kid. It drove me nuts. I'd go out there with a broom and tell him to fuck off. I don't like when things are loud. Right, about soda. I don't like Sprite or Mountain Dew. I think they don't taste good. I'm a hater. Which country has more people, Canada or Bangladesh? Well, it's Bangladesh because somebody already dropped that fun fact in the chat. Got a game on itch.io. What game is it? I was thinking of playing I'm on observation duty. I think that might be fun. Say the word dirtbag. Okay, I did, but why? I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Sprite is a legit good soda. Great as a palt calendar. Yeah. Gotta get me one of them palt calendars. It's so much easier to keep track of time. My country's rather strange. Well, yeah. Well, we've got some cool stuff. It's mostly the universal health care that conservatives are trying to kill. That's about it. Going for Natsume shoe or the coins in the latest tour event. I want to get the shoe card. I think it's very fun. Natsume looks like too much of a mad scientist. I'll be honest, I haven't read, like, the part 2 of the main story, so I'm a little bit behind, but Natsume making, like, a VR program that's, like, basically Sword Art Online-esque, I'm just like, dude, now you're just making shit up. How would you have titled Lies of P since you don't like that name? I don't know. I'm bad at coming up with titles, but they could have done better. Maybe Lies of P just doesn't sound that bad in Korean. Imagine fake with one of those hot firefighter posters, except it's anime boys. Or like, you mean like the calendars? I have a Vocaloid calendar. Right now it's Mako. But I also have a space calendar because I couldn't pick which one I wanted. Oh, and hello to the Netherlands, Jesse. It's very far away. Played any of the Henry Stickmin games? No. They passed me by. Deception of Pinocchio. Lies of is a good starter, but calling it P was just bad. There's a couple lies of puppets or something. I don't know, whatever. I could have just called it Lies of Pinocchio. But that would have been too obvious. Is there a firefighter anime? Yeah, there is. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's by the same dude who made My Hero Academia. It's just like firefighters' superpowers, I guess. Apparently it was too fan service heavy. Which I believe. Worst thing about being a French guy liking voice actors from the other side of the globe is that you can't stay during live. Isn't it like 10 there? Well, I guess you probably do have to work tomorrow. Lies of Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal will not answer why he was in the Merge Mansion commercials. Or is it Merge Manor? I don't care. Whatever. Lies of the Doll Maker. Oh, it was from the creator of Soul Eater. Well, whatever. You send me a thang on Tumblr? How different would your ASMR job be if you had a boyfriend living with you? Well, it would probably be really annoying for both of us because then I'd have to, like, schedule my recordings for, like, when he's either out of the apartment or when, like, he can reliably be quiet. It'd be embarrassing, though. I don't like people hearing my outtakes. Start working 20 minutes. I'm so sorry, Snow Wolf. What's my favorite country? Mine. Okay, what am I looking at here? Purple hair girl fights a cast of evil puppets. Oh, okay, so you're targeting me directly, I see. Hey, somebody supported me on coffee. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at the thing. Favorite place I've visited? I don't really go to a lot of places. There was one resort in Mexico that I had a really great time at. Okay? It's not exactly like a famous landmark or anything. Whenever I leave the country, I'm either just like somewhere in America or at a resort. Oops. What if Lies of P was just an alternate ending to the Friendly Neighbor? Oh my god. What, Elsie, are you saying that, like, a girlfriend... The question was if I had a boyfriend living with me. The question was not if a girlfriend was living with me. It would be the same. I feel like it'd be even worse if she heard my outtakes. It's like, it's one thing for a guy to hear me fucking up my lines, but a lady? They have such high standards. What if a Neko lived with me? See, this is the problem. I can't get a cat or anything, because I closed the door to do my recording, and the cat will probably scratch at the door to get in. I think the graveyard turkeys will strike again this year. I don't know. I didn't see them yesterday when I was there. Women are infamous for their ASMR standards. Most women are better speakers than me. I can't say most things without a script. Lord knows what would happen if somebody found out that I fuck up even with one. Iguana was being annoying, he came back and was like, I locked the door. want to see what my background is. I got double Mikas for the background right now. Anyway. Dr. Kabushi's Labyrinthine Laboratory. Oh. It's a puzzle game. Well, that's fun. I'll look at that later. Does male ASMR exist? Go check out Mingle's channel. You've been forcibly advertised too. Anyway, who supported me on Coffee? On Ko-fi. Someone is going to commission a roleplay based on something you post on Tumblr. Well, you know, it is kind of interesting. As I was posting, like I uploaded all of next week's videos today, and I made all their thumbnails and everything, and as I was uploading one of the videos, like I looked at the title and realized it could be interpreted differently, and that gave me an idea for another audio that I started writing a script for. I never run out of ideas. Anyway, who supported me? Oh, thank you, Fractured Soul. That's very nice of you. I'm having a nice break. Oh my god. Wayne Radio TV is gonna be streaming tomorrow. I'm so glad he's back. He was gone for like a month, and then he came back with like a world tour of terrible Steam games. It was atrocious. And I'm just so glad to see he's streaming again. Like, dang. That's my opinion on the Soviet Union. I don't know, I wasn't there. Any tips on starting an ASMR channel? If you use Audacity to record your shit, denoise twice. All my old videos have fucking hissing in them. Hello, Fallout family. I'm glad you like the videos. You have any dating advice a girl has spilling me love notes? I don't know what that means, but if a woman is sending you love notes and you're interested, just ask her out. Don't turn this into a Yuri manga. We don't need this to take all year. Sad it's not a blanket stream. What, you mean like when I was hiding under the desk? Oh, she's been slipping you love notes. Wait, do you not know who it is? Oh no. This too is Yuri. I don't know, man. If you're into it, just like... Is she doing like a check yes or no thing? Check yes. Just get it over with. You don't know who it... Oh, fuck. That's the worst. Because then it could be a prank. I don't want to jinx it. I'm just saying. That's fucked up. You just gotta put a sticky note on your locker that's like, yo, date me. A 3DO mic. Is that one of those things with the ears? Pass. I don't do that kind of ASMR. You're making Starfield, Yuri? Oh, you mean that guy that went to space? I get it. It could be a yandere. Oh, wait, I'm into that crap. Well, it depends on what the gentleman is into. They're a little paper with your name and hearts on them. Oh my god. That's so... Is that Yuri? I feel like... I don't know, I guess I don't read enough, like, Yuri manga. Is little love notes, like, a Yuri thing? I feel like that's more like for straight romances. Yuri is just pining. Girls in love would never get to the point where they're like slipping like notes into a locker like that. But maybe it depends. Got an anonymous love letter in your locker once? Years later, I realized she'd been breaking into my locker every day to see if I replied, but I thought it was a totally separate thing. Okay, that's fucking crazy, actually. Last time I was asked out, they basically said, are you gonna ask me out or what? Yeah. I'm always out here making the first move. Haven't done it in a while, though, because I don't date. I don't got time for that. My parents don't like that at all. They're just like, you really want to be alone for your entire life? And I'm like, maybe. You don't know my life. I don't like sharing my home with anybody. Like, yeah, it might be cool to have somebody that I could cuddle with, but, other than that, I don't want anybody in my house. And I don't even live in a house. Directional binaural one. Well, this mic can do directional audio. I just don't use it. It has settings. Right now it's just like on the forward-facing settings. It's really easy to break into people's lockers in my school. Okay. Sapphics are too oblivious to slip each other love notes. That is a... See, that's exactly what I was thinking. You're into yandere. Well then, you should leave a sticky note or like a post-it note on your locker that's like, yo girl, hit me up. Here is my number. Blue Yeti is kind of trash for binaural. Oh well. Gotta share food too. Oh my god. If I were to come home and find that somebody had ate all my salt and vinegar chips, I would commit an actual crime. I don't think I could live with somebody. I'm gonna be quite honest. Ever since I moved out of my parents' house, like I haven't gone back since. I've just been like, anytime I have to stay over at somebody else's place, I'm like, wow, I really wish I was like staying by myself in a hotel room now. I know that being like socially isolationist is really bad for your mental health, but I can't handle people. I don't want to live like that. Free me from this curse. I would hug her, but I don't know who it is. You gotta set up like a camera. I don't know. Don't do that. Your roommate ate half your birthday cake? What the fuck? That's garbage. What an asshole. I've never had a roommate either. Like, even in like the college dorms where it would have been cheaper to have a roommate, I was like, no, I can't have a roommate. I knew from the moment I stepped out of like living at my parents' house that I wanted to live alone. That I've always wanted to live alone for my entire life. That's what I've always wanted. And now I do live alone, and it's great. Candy Queen's Yonders. I haven't been watching Adventure Time. I didn't even finish the original series. I'll be completely out of the loop. It's cool that Brian David Gilbert is getting voice acting work, though. Good for him. I want to live alone with other people in a dorm room like apartment. Yeah. I mean, like, I'd be fine, like, living on the same apartment floor as someone. But that's, like, that's not a roommate situation. Having someone to cuddle with part is really hard to pass up. You can still cuddle with them without living with them. They can come over. It's just their shit is somewhere else. Any theft that involves food. Yeah. Homesteading in northern Canada if you want to be alone. I don't want to do that. Homesteading fucking sucks. Where am I gonna get my chips? Ignore that. Having to schedule your cuddling time. I mean, scheduling dates is like a very important part of relationships. It's one of those marriage advice things. They're like, after you get married and like you start living together and you have kids and shit, be sure to schedule some dates in there or else the relationship will deteriorate. You don't want your relationship to atrophy. Although having kids will really expedite that. Are there any zoos? I mean, a petting zoo might show up every now and then. That's my opinion on Elon Musk. You know what it is. He sucks. Friends say I'm ugly. What? Are your friends straight? Because if girls are looking at you and gay guys have hit on you, then I don't think the dudes that are not attracted to dudes would be a very good measure for, like, what is attractive in dudes. Schedules are part of relationships? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you gotta plan shit. Any kind of plan is an attack on my being. Well then, date somebody who's late all the time. Getting your relationship advice from The Sopranos. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Alright, goodbye, Snow Wolf. I'm sorry I have to work today. Tragedy. Well, you know, if I was still working, I guess I'd be working today too. But I don't have to work anymore. Always 20 minutes late. Well, then get somebody who's late. If you set up like an online date and you both show up 20 minutes late, then you're both technically on time. I just feel weird if I had dated someone for years and only saw them when we scheduled it. Well, that's how it is. Live with somebody then. I don't know. I don't like having somebody in my space. If I was to date somebody, I'd have to live in a house. Like if we're living together, it's got to be in a house. It doesn't have to be a big house, but it has to be a house. We gotta have multiple rooms in this shit. What's going to be your preferred gaming snack for Lies of P? Oh, I'm just going to starve. I can't eat snacks while I'm trying to beat the bosses. I get the controller all greasy. I'm probably gonna forget to eat for days. It's not smart, but it's probably what's gonna happen. What's your opinion on swinger relationships? What, were you just like... Isn't that just like being poly? Just because I have bad hair doesn't mean that I'm polyamorous. Oh, I love Chris Fleming. I've been rewatching Gale. Yeah, I don't... Whatever. I want to fuck other people, I don't care. It's not a true hyperfixation if you don't starve and get yourself sick. Are you wrong, though? What fictional character do you think would be the best roommate? Maiway. Sure, he watches you sleep, but, like, he will never be disruptive at all, because he lives in the walls. Remember when the forest behind your apartment got mowed down? You made an audio about it? That was like a month ago. Which fictional characters from two different franchises would be good friends? Oh, I can't even think of any. Actually, you know what? I think Mika from OnStars would get along really well with Pinocchio from Lies of P. Because Mika had that whole story arc where, like, he didn't see himself as human. He saw himself as, like, a doll. I think he and Pinocchio would have a lot in common, but I don't think Pinocchio can talk, so they'd hang out. I think Mika would look at Pinocchio's outfits for inspiration for Valkyrie Lives. When you finally finish Lies of P, you're gonna come out of the blankets like the girl from Kiss Him, Not Me. God, I fucking wish. So much effort being put into losing weight. I ran for a whole 12 minutes today. I want that to be known. I upped my thing on the walk-run cycle. 25 minutes. That's 12 minutes of running. I can run for 12 minutes. Not consecutively, but it still counts. Eating Cheez-It crack. I don't like Cheez-Its. I think the last time I had Cheez-Its was when I was preparing for First Communion. Because you gotta practice, right? But you can't use, like, the bread that they have at communion. So they were like, here, practice with Cheez-Its. So silly. Sometimes you can just coexist with someone super easily. That's a good point. I haven't found a person like that, but, you know, maybe. Healthy, would you say your teeth are? Not healthy at all. My teeth are fucking terrible. They're full of fillings. And they're weak as shit. I have terrible gums. It's just shit gums. I've recently switched to a new toothpaste. It's, the enamel builder. Recently, I've learned that, because before it was like, if your enamel goes away, you're fucked. It's just gone. But apparently we have the technology now to fix enamel on teeth, so I'm gonna get into that, because I think that's very useful. Did you miss much? I don't know. What were we talking about? Trying out baking soda toothpaste, it tastes horrible. Oh, like the Arm & Hammer stuff? Yeah, no good. One time I had cinnamon toothpaste. It was so bad I had to give it away. I don't know. There are like some brands of toothpaste that, like, it's mint, right? And I don't like mint, which sucks because all toothpaste is fucking mint unless it's kids' toothpaste. But sometimes the mint is just like rancid. It's just like, I can't even put this near my mouth. It even smells bad. Alright, goodbye, Jesse. I can't believe it's almost midnight there. Barely even brush your teeth and your teeth are fine. You should really go to the dentist. I know it's expensive. It's expensive here, too. You spend like $100 just to go to the fucking dentist every 6 months. But it's worth the price because teeth are the one thing you can't get back. It's like, yeah, if you let yourself go and like eat a bunch of junk food, you can like eat healthily later and get yourself back into shape. You can work that shit out. Your hair gets all matted, you can just cut that off. But like, one thing I've seen as like advice for depressed people is like, the one thing you cannot skip is brushing your teeth. Because you only get one set, and dentures are expensive and hard to use. You gotta be careful. Anyway, go to the dentist. Even though it sucks. See my nieces last night, we went to eat for my birthday, and it just reinforced how I do not want kids. Yeah. That's the same for me. Like, if I think I couldn't handle living with, like, someone I'm in a relationship with, children? Fuck no. There are teeth implants now. Yeah, but they're probably expensive and sucky. I did focus on brushing your bottom teeth. You don't brush your teeth for 2 weeks? That's not even like hygiene I'm concerned about. Your breath must be rancid. Unless you're like swishing. Using mouthwash? Brush your teeth. That's gross. Your teeth are like movie star teeth. Wow. See, my teeth are shitty, but they're at least straight. What'd you do if you had the chance to travel to an alternate timeline? Gotta go to the timeline where Harambe lived. 'Cause I just know. I'm not gonna get started on the whole rant again, but that was the catalyst. That's where it all started. That's where it all began. Harambe is when memes went mainstream and the world never recovered. We gotta make sure that monkey lives for the good of mankind. Anyway. I'm not gonna get into it. Evil alternate universe fake is a Fortnite streamer. You can see the improvement. Yes. Improvement, so good. Improvement is so good. I'm so strong these days. I'm the strongest I've ever been. I drank some water, don't worry about it. Instant nukes, I am leaving to play Lies of P. You saw the thumbnail. Evil alternate timeline. Oh no, evil alternate me is like a full-time VTuber with like live 2D and shit. But like one of those really elaborate ones that like just looks like shit when it's moving. Like most live 2D models. Oh, what's his face? Frederick Knudsen. He stopped being like a weird VTuber owl boy and became like an actual owl boy. Just like a boy with like vague owl features. Sure. How come that guy doesn't make Down the Rabbit Hole videos anymore? Evil alternate you makes mukbangs. Oh, that sucks. I hate those. I don't even watch them. I don't like the idea of watching somebody eat. That's weird. Okay, goodbye, instant nukes. You read the title and your heart dropped? Why? I disappear all the time.
4 out of 5 dentists recommend toothpaste.
Thank you, Andres, for the $9.99. What is the 5th one doing? Oh, what is it? There's this subreddit for unpopular opinions called the 10th Doctor, where if somebody like posted a weird, rare opinion, you gotta upvote it. But like you downvote it if you agree with it. Prime Universe version is full-on cutesy anime voice all the time. Harsh but fair. YouTube just gives you whatever. You end up with the... Yeah, seriously. Listen, I don't have any problem with people, like, selling their stuff on sex appeal, because, like... Well, I mean... Like, I am literally selling the sex appeal. But... I don't know. Sometimes when I see VTubers whose entire design just seems to be based around accentuating how giant their tits are, I'm like, come on. I'm like, we can do better than this. You could look fancier. It doesn't have to just be about the tits. I don't know how you like that egg foo young. I only ate half of it because it came out so late that everybody else was done eating. Ugh. Anyway, it was fine. It's basically just like an omelet with like a more complicated shape. Well, not just messier. It's fine. I can eat the rest of it for dinner. VTuber Patrick started NFL commentary? Yeah. You know, I have seen, I do go around, like, it's in my analytics, like, what people who watch my videos also click on. So, just so you know, YouTube's keeping track of that. Don't worry about it. A lot of them do go to other channels that are, just like a big titty GF roleplay or whatever. But I remember going to one of the channels for that, and there was a video she posted where she was complaining about getting demonetized, about her channel getting demonetized, and she's like, I never did anything against the rules, this is ridiculous. Meanwhile, all of her thumbnails just like, it's all just anime girls with their tits half out, and I'm like, I think there's a reason why it got demonetized. It sucks and I don't agree with it, but it is still technically against the rules, so you knew what you were doing. Guy VTubers should have a bulge or something. Yeah, I mean, most VTubers don't show full body. Unless they're 3D. Pit Crew Gang. Yeah. I was on Pit Crew today. But surprisingly I was able to find like some Pit Crews for next week's audio pretty quickly, Stuff I've cut from scripts because like fake would probably be fine with this, but YouTube wouldn't. Yeah. For some reason you can always get away with like murder, but it never sex. Because like I know I can't pull off sarcasm, but it's because like murder is such like a normal part of life, whereas sex, that's like weird and deviant. It never happens in real life. I remember that being pointed out to me once in high school. I think we were watching like Macbeth, like a movie version of Macbeth in English class. And like, what was it? I think it's like Macbeth's wife murders a guy, right? And there's blood and everything, and everybody's fine with that. But then it showed her naked once, and like everybody in the class gasped because we weren't expecting it. And like another kid in the class pointed out, like, oh, we were fine with watching the murder, but as soon as there's a naked woman, we were all shocked. Ignore that. I don't know. If you're in an audio only medium, you can get away with a lot as long as you're not straight up moaning. I remember seeing one video that was a femboy tries to figure out his taxes, and it was just him like moaning and groaning like sensually, but it was like supposed to be like, oh, he's just doing his taxes, he's not like, you know, doing anything inappropriate, but it was still rated adults only, so. Murderous M for A yandere audios? Oh yeah. Mingles, you could be a yandere. I mean, you know people like vampires, but like, maybe you want to move up in the world. It's criminal that we blur female nipples but don't blur Ted Cruz's face. Exactly. Hey, I have a question. Is Glenn Beck still alive? It's just because there's this one Onion video where they're talking about like a girl who died in a car crash instead of Glenn Beck, and I'm just waiting for that to make the rounds as soon as he dies. I don't know who he is. He's like a news guy in the US or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not a relevant reference anymore. Anyway, I heard he was an asshole and he caught COVID twice. Yeah, right wing chud, basically. Doctor's appointment ASMR roleplay where the girl can't believe that a big needle is about to go inside her. Wait, no. Cardlin. Cardlin did a video like that. Kinda. He did an audio where he was a chiropractor. And all throughout the video there were just like various... It's like wordplay that could be interpreted as sexual, but it's just like... in like... I guess a medical situation. It was very funny. The Not Safe for Work follow-up to that audio was pretty good too. We should make it that women can dress how they want without any judgment. Well, let's make that for guys too. I know there are plenty of guys out there that want to wear dresses and makeup, but like society's holding them back, and also the fear of people beating the hell out of them. Let's do it. I was realizing yesterday when I was getting ready to go to the Chinese restaurant that I have no idea how to dress up that's not just like putting on a dress. I have a couple of dresses. They're not really fancy or anything. They're just, you know, dresses. So I assume that, like, getting dressed up just means wearing a dress. I would not know how to dress nicely in pants. Pretend to be chiropractic. Well, chiropractic is nonsense anyway, right? Like, I didn't want to bring up, like, medical malpractice in, like, the fun ASMR video. I gave you the tips, J-Rod. Double denoise. Denoise it twice. Bunny Boy audio, and there was a lot of carrot innuendos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know about the carrot innuendos. Lies of P is really his fakes canon event. It's been a while since I last took time off. When did I last take time off? It was a month ago. I'm dumb. It was one day. It was against my will. Jesus, that was a bad one. I'm not gonna stop drinking water, though. Shrivel for our amusement. Denim always looks good. I wish they wouldn't make jeans so uncomfortable, though. Turn up smoothing in BC face. There's no need for that. It's just because I drink water. Kilts exist. Yeah. But that's just one kind of skirt. Like, kilts are like a practical, like, garment from back in the day. I've looked up a couple videos about this. Why just kilts, though? Why can't guys be wearing, like, you know, pencil skirts and shit? I don't know what kind of different skirts there are, but there's a lot of different ones. Put the boys in dresses. That's what I say about OnStars all the time. Jean skirts are pretty great. That just reminds me of, like, the crazy religious people that used to live on my street, where, like, they were that specific brand of, I think, Christianity, where the boys could only wear long pants and the girls could only wear skirts, and oh, it was weird. But their daughter was, like, always wearing, like, long-ass jean skirts. In the collab between Lies of P and Lo Wang. I got a Tumblr ask about that, and I don't understand it. What do you mean they're having a crossover? The game, like, isn't even out yet. Technically. I think it's... Listen, I've been thinking about this. Like, the literal reason why they make you pay to have the game 72 hours early when they're releasing it on a Tuesday for whatever fucking reason is because they want people to have, like, that FOMO, you know? Like, oh man, if I pay extra, I could play it early and not have to, like, wait until I'm done work on Tuesday to play it. It's bullshit. Just like them putting De Nouveau in 4 days before release. Don't fuck with me. That's bullshit. Like, if it impacts the gameplay experience at all, I'm uninstalling the copy I bought and pirating it. Because I already paid for it, but I may as well get a version of it that doesn't suck ass because of De Nouveau. It's a really shady business move. Like, I like the way the game looks, but this shit is getting real fucking shady. Working from home tomorrow so I can log into my PC and install it while working. Well, when does it come out in your time? Like, I figured since you're closer to Korea, wouldn't it just be like... Wouldn't it be coming out at 4 p.m.? Yeah, okay. Well, that's not so bad. Well, you know, it's coming out at 11 a.m. here for me, so I got time for my workout beforehand. That's good, because that's probably going to be the last time I leave my apartment for the next week. Skirts don't have pockets? Sometimes they do. Good skirts have pockets. Most of them don't, because, you know, silhouette bullshit, but good skirts? A good skirt has pockets. I have dresses with pockets. That's like the number one feature of any dress. You know, a woman could be wearing her wedding dress, and if it has pockets, that will be the first thing she tells you about. Just stop being cowards and put more pockets in dresses. And in women's jeans. I stopped wearing women's jeans. I exclusively wear men's jeans if I have to wear jeans. It's not worth the small-ass pockets. You support my radical fashion takes? Thank you, the meddler. What else about Lies of P interests me? The story, which I imagine will not be as vaguely told as every other Souls-likes game is. Like, apparently even Elden Ring was vague like that. Why? Just tell me a story, straight up. Have cutscenes. Get some shit done. It's an inside job by Big Handbag Corp. It's just fashion bullshit. A bunch of characters that are either purple or wearing purple in Luniversity. Luniversity? Isn't that where the Tiny Toons went? I don't know what that is. We all know you're interested because cute boy. Well, obviously, but they asked besides that. Besides the cute boy, I want to know about the story. The story involves the cute boy. The story is told pretty straightforwardly. Thank you. That's good to know. I was kind of getting that vibe from the demo, but, like, can't be sure. I'm excited. A little bit disappointed that some of the live streamers I follow are, like, very clearly, like, paying to play it early. Whatever. Bullshit. I understand. That's, like, their prerogative. They gotta make money. You know, I did get recommended one stream on Twitch that was, like, a sponsored stream, and I'm like, they're doing sponsored streams? You gotta be kidding me. It's my favorite ship dynamic. I have no idea. I just ship whatever I like to ship. My favorite ship dynamic is attractive person x attractive person. Yeah. If Extra Life was doing a level 1 challenge, how are you gonna do a level 1 challenge on a game that just came out? Yeah. Organic marketing hype. Well, they've been posting a lot of gameplay videos. I don't know. I hope when it, like, comes out for real, it does really well, but, like, there's no way to know right now. Because, yeah, the game's technically out for people who paid for it, but, like, I don't know. I just hope this weird early access bullshit isn't gonna, like, hamper the actual release date and it getting big. I want sequels. Tiny Toons just a reboot? I don't know, man. Ignore that. Hold on, I have like a million messages. Oh. Hold on, something's happening. Oh, goody. Somebody bought my audios. Yeah, don't pre-order games. I mean, I guess there are caveats. Like, sometimes you can just, like, pre-buy a game on Steam and preload it, and, like, that could be worth it. But don't pre-order it if it's, like, extra. Like, do you have to pay extra if you pre-order it at, like, GameStop or something? I wouldn't know. I don't think I've ever pre-ordered a game before. I've definitely pre-bought games before. Like Danganronpa V3. I pre-bought that game. I preloaded it. It was worth it. Do I play any card games? Yeah, golf. I don't play, like, collectible card games. But I like golf. That's a fun game. The official Signalis soundtrack vinyl. Do you have a record player? Pre-ordered a game once, never making that mistake again. Was it Fallout 76? Never believe Todd's lies. Thank you, Jake, CB, for the $2. Is a French-Canadian accent, like, different from a regular French accent? I haven't been to Quebec in ages. COD Vanguard. You pre-ordered a COD game? Why? Ex-English lit student with a typewriter and record players. OMG. I almost had a typewriter, but my sister got those. She inherited the typewriter, I inherited the sewing machine table. I think I got a pretty good deal. It's an antique. Anyway, I don't know if I can do an accent. Bonjour. Welcome to this stream. I can't do a French accent. Today I will be playing Lies of P. No, I can't do a French accent. That was terrible. Do I have any manga? I've got, the only manga I have on my shelf are Black Butler volumes and Nightmare Inspector volumes.
Can you give us your best French-Canadian accent?
The only game you've pre-ordered in the last 10 years was Beers of the Bingus. Oh yeah. That's fair enough. Posting cringe? How am I posting cringe? Was it weird when I turned around like that? Or is it because I'm a Black Butler fan? Well, former fan. I'm gonna get back into it when the new season starts up. Oh, the French accent. I really can't hold an accent to save my life. I think it's okay-ish if you pre-order from an indie game with a good track record. Yeah, like, straight up, like, I feel you should only be pre-ordering if you know, like, you would have bought the game regardless. Like, even if it came out and the reviews were shit, you would still be buying it. I feel like that's about the only time you should pre-order a game. It shouldn't just be for anything that might be, like, mid. Black Butler's getting another season? Yeah, it's gonna be the school arc. Ever read Metamorphosis, or wasn't that just what the number is? I've never read it. I have read the version where Okuyasu from JoJo's just shows up and, like, uses the hand to destroy the bad part of the manga. Supergiant has always had great games, from Bastion all the way to Hades. I liked Bastion. Really liked Hades. Don't know about that other one with, like, the girl with the sword, though. Is Black Butler good? Depends on what you're going there for. If you're really into attractive-looking men, then it might be for you. Also with a side of Shota bait, just straight up. I think it's pretty obvious who the main ship is supposed to be. It's a 12-year-old boy and a 1,000-year-old demon. And if you're not gonna be okay with that, then don't watch it. Of years old. Okay, there's a lot of context there. He's technically an English lord. Both his parents are dead. He did a whole demonic summoning.
That's so cool.
So he's like 12, but he's wise beyond his years. I'm not gonna say that makes it better, but I'm pretty sure he does age. Thank you, TJ Tharp, for being a real faker for 15 months. Red Garden anime. Never heard of it. Love Black Butler. It's a really fun watch. Yeah. You gotta, like, I guess one of the things you should know is that the anime splits off from the manga, like, super fast. I think maybe around episode 6, none of the character backstories are the same at all. It's... yeah, it's rough. Plus there was that bit with that angel that's, like, definitely not canon. And the entirety of season 2 is completely non-canon. Like, nothing that, like, Aloise guy and his butler are getting up to. That's one of the most nonsense things. I can't even believe it. Like, they didn't have enough material from the manga, because it's a monthly release, for season 2, so they were just like, let's just make it up on our own. And what they came up with was, what if there was another 12-year-old boy with a demon butler, but he was blonde? And instead of having the demon mark on his eye, it'll be on his tongue. Because we really want people to understand this is show to bait. Mature for your age is straight out of the book, Lolita. Yeah, but like he was forced to grow up really fast because he got kidnapped by cultists and forced into a demonic summoning ritual. And through that demonic summoning ritual, he was able to take control of Sebastian, who is in disguise as his butler. Oh no, they're not doing like a 10,000 years old thing. He's just 12 and fucked up. He kills a lot of people. Or at least like he directs Sebastian to kill a lot of people. I don't know. I didn't like season 2. Like, there are a lot of people in the Black Butler fandom that are just like, you can't ship Sebastian and CL because that's gross. And I'm like, yeah, it is gross. But if you don't like it, you really shouldn't be a fan of the series in the first place, because the fucking corset scene, my god. Just admit this is what you're into. People ain't going to Black Butler for, like, wholesome good times. It's all fucked up. Butlers as assassins is always a trope. Yeah, but he's also a demon butler, which is also a trope, actually. Oh, Bamy's got a demon butler, but that doesn't really count because, like, everybody's a demon. He just happens to be a butler. I just learned that it isn't canon. Oh, yeah, nothing in season 2 is canon. Except Ronald Knox shows up in season 2, I believe. He is in the manga, but I believe he's introduced differently. I think he's introduced in the boat arc, isn't he? I don't know. The manga, it started off a bit rough, but like as Yana Taboso's artwork got better and better, it just became like straight up incredible. Like as soon as you get to the boat arc, it's like, damn. Hold on, I gotta delete some emails. Get out of here. Bah. Okay. Have you seen the Mario movie? No. I just, like, as soon as I found out Chris Pratt was voice of Mario, I immediately became uninterested. Wasn't he introduced in Book of Circus? Maybe. Hey, I've got... Now, where did I start? I've got the manga... Sorry about that. I've got the manga starting at volume 10. I don't know when that is. I think it's about, like, when the story really starts to pick up in my mind. But, yeah, I'd have to reread it to figure out when they reintroduced him. I don't know. Do I like sleeping? Not lately. Just doesn't really seem to stick with me. I've seen Puss in Boots 2. No, I didn't see the first one either. Kind of like hype about the Shrek cinematic universe, but it's not... Yeah. I have a Google opinion reward. Hold on. Which of the places have you been to? That's fake. That's a made-up name. You know, sometimes the Google opinion rewards will throw you, like, random surveys with... They'll just be like, which place have you been to recently? And sometimes they'll just name fake places so that they'll know if you're, like, making shit up and not answering the surveys honestly. What is the title? I'm going to be playing Lies of P next week, and I won't be available. Thank you for your question, Jesus. Anyway, I can promise you that Trapped is not a real place. Like The Promised Neverland, I didn't see it. Alright, what do I get? Ooh, 38 cents. Spoil me. Anyway. No, like Trapped. Like you're trapped. That's not a real place. I'll be honest, I don't watch a lot of anime. I just know enough to get the tropes and then I write about them. Working 60-hour weeks? Jesus. I'm glad I don't have a job. What do I watch instead? YouTube videos? I can't follow plots anymore. Or I just rewatch anime that I've already seen. You know what? When I watch new anime, I'm gonna sound like a total poser normie saying this, but I prefer Yashike and dubbed. It's easy to follow. Bonus points if there's a romance plot. Clan ad. Oh, even I know that's sad. Unsubbed? Yeah, that's fair. Last anime I watched was Lucky Star again. I've just got a few episodes just saved on my phone that I can watch at random. I love that show. Did you watch Hell of a Boss? I haven't been keeping up with it. I don't know. It's like most adult cartoons, it just gets a bit too extreme for me. Is there a movie or video that just feels uncomfortable for you? There's a lot of movies that feel uncomfortable for me. Mostly comedies. Because they all rely on like the, oh, somebody got into an embarrassing situation thing. You know? It's like mirror neurons or something that make you cringe whenever you see like somebody else getting embarrassed on screen. I hate seeing that. It's why I can't watch The Office. Just anything that relies heavily on another character like being embarrassed or like being made a fool of, I'm just like, oh, I can't fucking watch this. When I think of Lucky Star, I get taken back in time where I watched anime in parts on YouTube. That's how I watched it the first time. I was lucky. I found it all dubbed, too. I remember one time I looked up the full theme song for Lucky Star, and in the description, they provided the lyrics entirely in Japanese, and they were like, I'm not providing an English version of the lyrics. Japanese isn't that difficult to learn. Just figure it out. It was such a nonsense thing to say that I still remember it all these years later. They're just like, Japanese isn't that hard to learn. And as somebody who's tried to learn Japanese multiple times, yes, it fucking is. There's like 1,000 different kanji. And they're all pronounced differently. You can pronounce one kanji multiple ways, you fucking liar. We're watching it in Haruhi Suzumiya. Right! I remember watching Haruhi and having no idea what was going on because of the weird broadcast order thing. Like they had... I think I watched it in order, like chronologically, which is like you get to a big dramatic finale in the middle of the season, and then the rest is just them fucking around. Are you gonna be rage posting when a boss kills you on Tumblr? No, because then I'd be posting every 5 minutes. I mean, sure, I'll get angry, but if I get bored, I have the second monitor. I'm just gonna be watching dank pods. Or perhaps a guy talking about faith, the unholy trinity, for like 5 hours. I don't know. I've got some video essays saved up. Yay, I've got double MyOE backgrounds. It changes every half hour and both my screens are different. The small screen is dead-end LAN MyOE and the big screen is unbloomed Sanrio MyOE. Yay. When it kills you 100 times, I mean, that's just the default. You should have seen how long it took me to beat the Scrapped Watchman. I watched a whole live stream, a whole Among Us live stream with the whole Radio TV Solutions crew, and I still didn't beat it. That was like 5 hours. Like, I suck. That's longer than it took me to beat Sans. God, Sans was such an experience. You know, I'll never forget my first time playing Undertale. Because I live streamed the whole thing, it's all recorded. Beat the Scrap Watchman first time by accident? Well, let me guess, you had the assistant, right? I beat him without the assistant, okay? Or whatever that thing is called. I beat him all on my own. No help. That's something. Because I figured, like, oh, as soon as I beat this guy, the demo's gonna be over. Okay, I gotta leave in like an hour. Or maybe like a half hour. Oh my god, hold on. I have free summons and Obey Me and I completely forgot. God damn it. I want to pull something cool. Let me pull in Nightmare. I have to do this. Garbage. Chapter M. Come on. Garbage. No streamer luck today. Obey Me is that hot guy game? Hot demon guy game. But yes. Liza P, but Gemini is replaced with the Doom intern. I fucking hate that guy. It's not even just so much that, like, I don't like him. It's just, it was a fucking downgrade. I mean, you got one voice chatting in your ear. You got Sammy Boy with his incredible voice. You've got Vega with his good voice. And then there's just this fucking Randy who apparently knows everything. Why? Should have a Liza P stream where it's just downloading the game and the stream ends when the game is done downloading. My internet's really fast. It's probably, I don't know how big the game, how big do you think Liza P is gonna be? I'm gonna go to sleep, okay? Good night, Mangles. How big do you think? And I'm checking Steam. PS5 version is like 35 gigabytes. Now, see, that's reasonable. Not like you need to upgrade your computer to play fucking Starfield. Is this thing on preload? See, I bought Lies of P early. Like, I know you don't pre-order, but like I figured if I bought it, I could preload it. But we're less than 24 hours till, like, you know, D-Day or P-Day, and you can't preload it. So what's the deal? This is bullshit. I'm going to the store page. How big is this stupid game? How big is your game? Storage, 50 gigabytes available. Well, I do have 50 gigabytes available. I specifically cleared out my hard drive to play this. Lies of P isn't multiplayer, meaning the game doesn't have invasions. Right, but it has like a ghost thing that you can summon. How much space do I have? I have to see how much space I have in my PC. The Spectre. Yeah. I have 185 gigs free. Thank goodness. You know, the fake ASMR folder has like 300 gigs in it. Roleplays are a data-heavy business. There's already so much fan art of him. Well, I've heard theories that, like, he's Geppetto's, like, original son who died. I mean, that's canon, right? Geppetto had an original son that died, and that's why he made Pinocchio. That's a lot of gigs. It is. But it's not that much more than Devil May Cry 5 was, so, you know, take what you can get. Ignore that. Buy an external hard drive and move that stuff, but I need it. I have to go back in the archive for, like, stuff all the time. Mostly sound effects. If I have a kissing sound effect that doesn't come out right during recording, I'm sorry to admit this, but I literally just steal them from older audios where they worked out. Why are they so hard to get right? Anyway. I have the fake ASMR stuff on an external hard drive as a backup in case something happens to this computer. But, yeah. I mean, I bought those external drives, like, years ago. They're a terabyte. And they were, like, I have two 1 terabyte external hard drives. They were pricey. How much are those these days? Because you can get, like, a 1 terabyte USB stick these days, can't you? I feel like the prices of data have gone down. I feel bad complaining, asking me to do a better one. Man, I don't think anybody's ever asked me to redo a kissing sound effect. A 4 terabyte external, that was 110. Okay, $40. I think the last time I bought one, it was like 80. It's going okay, love video games. Are you ready for Lies of P? Is that one of the video games you love? Have you heard about this? Have you heard about this? So apparently I'm going to a bonfire. The bonfire just reopened. It's a new thing. I love all video games. Okay. They're 80 if you get the Samsung brand one. Who cares what brand you get? Well, actually, there are a whole bunch of, like, I remember, I don't know whose channel it was, but they did a bunch of, you know, scam videos where you can buy, what is it, like, you can buy, like, a hard drive on Amazon for super cheap, but it turns out that it's just, like, bugged to show that it has more space than it does, and it's just, like, a regular SD card and just, like, a big case. I guess you would want to get the trustworthy brand. Would you like to know what human flesh tastes like? I already know what it tastes like. I bite my cheek all the time. What? That was an old Vsauce video once, right? What does human taste like? Didn't he say it tastes like veal? Literally a bunch of SD cards literally glued together on a circuit board. You know, I've been watching like the first season of Dank Pods and like those 5-hour long videos, and he made he modded an iPod so that it runs off of just like a card with like 4 250 gigabyte micro SD cards in it. It's crazy how much space you can cram on those things. I mean, I guess the thing is like, I do want to kind of like save those longer videos for Lies of P, because it's like, I know I'm gonna be in those like the later bosses. Like, you see the big one that's like made of gold or some shit? That's gonna take me years. I will be straight up with you. If I am stuck on a boss for like longer than a day, I'm just gonna download cheats. That's straight up what I'm gonna do. Gonna turn on God mode and just do what I want. Or do that thing that dude did with Sekiro and just like play at half speed. Story mode, yeah. I'm using one of the ones from Yonder AGF. Okay. So you do good kissing sound effects. You know what? It is a skill. I have seen some role players that like can do really good ones. Find gold as a soft metal. I don't know. It's like a creature. I didn't want to look further into it because of spoilers. I think you fight it in like a big opera stadium or theater or something. I don't know. The level design is just like gorgeous. It's like, yes, this is a place I want to see in my dreams. Mods game. Oops, where did his clothes go? Listen, even when I was playing DMC5 with mods, the most I ever did was just remove V's jacket. It gets weird if they're completely naked. I just want to see the rest of his tattoos. And I got what I wanted. I got so many screenshots and gifs of shirtless V. It was great. No regrets. Totally worth it. It's definitely making P shirtless. I don't think he would look right. Cause he's got the metal arm, right? I don't think they didn't model how that like connects to like a bare arm. It's only connected to shirts. Also, Lies of P takes place in the 1800s where everybody's like buttoned up and dressing fancy and shit. So I don't know. The most you get is like P with like a V-neck. I just don't think he would look right shirtless. It'd be like seeing Timothy Chalamet shirtless. Like, there's nothing there. I finished recording my Lies of P podcast in my dream. And I don't even know what it was. It was just me, like, talking about the gameplay, I think in somebody else's voice. And just my neighbors were banging on the walls being like, keep it down. And then one neighbor was like, hey, put me on your podcast and tell me how to play the game. I'm not going to play it, though. I was like, you can't be on my podcast. Get out. I'm actually going to disappear? No. I'm disappearing for a week. Like most people do. It's pretty normal. Pretty average. Pretty lifelike. Isn't he a puppet? Yeah, but he looks like a guy. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I guess if the rumors are to be believed, you might see him shirtless. I mean, like, how else is Geppetto gonna mess around with the P organ if he's wearing clothes? That sounds really bad. The P organ is just his heart, right? Your dreams always sound like Seinfeld, where everyone involved is an idiot. Yeah, pretty much. Sucks. Can install the exposed ankles mod. Yeah, right. You can already see his ankles. He's got those tight socks. For mermaids or sirens? I mean, sirens have legs, don't they? I don't know. Well, sirens, they're just like ladies that hang out on rocks. I think we go with mermaids. Still a big head mod? No. What is it? That reminds me, it's like an outtake from a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged episode. Alright, what mode is this? DK mode. It makes our heads considerably bigger. For what purpose? I'm not quite sure. Try the Konami code? No. They don't do that anymore. Like Pizza Tower? I've never played it. He's dodging and his huge bobblehead is just going wild. That would make it harder to see the hitboxes, though. Oh, you know what? I should do like an overlay that shows the hitboxes so I know where they are. Yeah, space stream before I vanish into the lies of P Abyss. Also, hello, ambiguous. I'm so ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm like SpongeBob. Give the bosses a big head mod instead. That won't work because the parade master literally swings his head at you. Watched all 3 of the first Transformers movies? Why? The second one is like legendarily bad. Wait, is the second one the one that ends with 21 guns? By like, what was it, Green Day or something? Like a very serious, dramatic song that was at the end credits just because like it was popular at the time. I saw that movie at a drive-in movie theater. That drive-in movie theater doesn't exist anymore and I fucking wish it did so bad. It was great. It was like a big thing. It was like a go-kart track, the drive-in movie theater, and a shitty amusement park. It was incredible. I'm so sad it closed down. Which one is the one where the guy legally carries around a card explaining how his jailbait is legal? That's the one with Marky Mark in it. So the 4th one, I think. Or the 5th? Who cares? Probably the 4th. Like, I don't know who writes the Transformers movies, but that really does seem like a Michael Bay sort of thing. Drink from a paper straw because none other are available. Oh my god. Just sip from the cup. They could have just, like, you know, written her as 18 instead of being a bunch of creepers. Yeah, literally. Like, there's no world in which somebody carries around a card that, like, explains the Romeo and Juliet laws where that guy isn't, like, a total creeper. Transformers movies are mid. A little bit worse than mid. I don't know. Michael Bay doesn't make good movies. Apparently it wasn't even correct and it's still a crime. Yeah. Well, I mean, how many times has been a plot point in movies where a teenage girl is dating, like, her older boyfriend who's, like, college age and everybody's just okay with it? Like... Or when it's seen as, like, oh, my teenage sister's college-age boyfriend is such a douchebag, we should break them up because he's a douchebag, not because he's, you know, actively doing something horrible and illegal. They introduce a new threat which has inconveniently never been mentioned until the third movie. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're gonna play it off stream? Yeah. It's coming out in my time at 11 a.m. on Monday because it releases on Tuesday at midnight in Korea, which is 13 hours ahead. Thanks, Korean time zones. Think very fondly of Transformers. You're not the only one. It's just a lot of people are fans of, like, the non-movie versions, like the comics. People are really big fans of Starscream. I know about that. I know what they did to Starscream. Are the devs Korean? Yeah. They're Korean. It's a Korean game. Which would probably explain why when they hired the English dub voice actors, they all just chose a bunch of random ass Americans. What the fuck? Get out of here. Just got, like, Bible spam. That's fucking weird. Unicron. Oh yeah, that guy's a big deal. I feel like it's okay as long as they both met in high school. Well, we don't need to get into age gap discourse here, but let's just say that, like, if a dude that's, like, in college is dating somebody who's in high school that he did not meet in high school, he's a creep. Okay? Whether or not it's illegal is, like, he's still a creep. Make me a mod so I can ban John Turner for that. Even joking about that is some cursed shit. I don't know. Would the horses be CGI or would they just be regular horses? Wasn't Optimus Prime's voice actor a blind surfer? I have no idea. If the horses explode... Are you not a My Little Pony fan? Or did you used to be and you're ashamed of it? Michael Bay Care Bears. He'd never take on that project. Unless he could make his own Care Bear OC who is explosion themed. He's got an explosion on his stomach. Optimus Prime was just doing a trailer voice before a feature-length film. Yeah. That's just what he sounds like. I don't really care about them, but they take up way too much online culture space. Well, not as much as they used to, but sure. Well, I mean, it did kind of get weird when they made human versions of the horses, and instead of trying to like make them human to commit to like whatever race they would be, they just made their skin the same color as whatever they were as a horse. That was interesting. That was an interesting choice. It'd somehow be a sequel to Sucker Punch. What? Well, you know, it's been almost 2 hours. I think I should prepare to evacuate. We'll give it another 5 minutes. Shockwave is the best Decepticon. Which one's the one that turns into a tape deck? Like, I have to go to a bonfire. I'm gonna have to leave. Trying to end the stream at exactly 2 hours. Yeah. You know what? I forgot. I was gonna have like a little countdown timer that's like time till Lies of P. Soundwave. Or Shockwave is a giant space gun. Soundwave is the tape deck. I'm sure they've updated that. So now he's like an MP3 player or something. The FNAF. When's that coming out? So I can pirate it. They don't deserve my money because they tried to kill my channel. Halloween, like on Halloween? No, that doesn't scan. It's got to come out just in October so you can watch it to prepare for Halloween. Because Halloween's the whole month. Do a stream tomorrow morning where you download the game. Nah, spam. Well, thank you, Andres, for the $10. What do you mean Stray is getting a movie? How'd you make a movie out of that? I guess there have been movies from animal perspectives before. Like Babe. I mean, cool. Thank you for letting me know, and thank you for the donation. I have to look it up now. Stray movie. That is Strays. That's not what I'm talking about. Stray video game movie. Oh, I know. If they keep the same ending in the movie, that's gonna be sad as fuck. What the hell? Stray 2024 animated movie teaser announcement. Huh. Ice Age director's next film a go? Ice Age? Ah, fuck. The cat's gonna talk. That sucks.
Fake, did you hear that Stray is getting a movie adaptation?
If I have to hear that cat quipping at the little robot guy, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. That better not be what they're gonna do. Just, yeah, the cat in Stray behaves in, like, unrealistic ways, cat-wise, but you cannot have him talk. You can't have him wink at the camera or smile like he's Puss in Boots. He's just gotta be, like, a cat that's a little bit more knowledgeable than most cats are. Please don't let the cat talk. It really lessens the impact. He's gonna have an accent. Oh my god, no. Okay. Including... What? Okay, whatever. Okay. It's an Entertainment Weekly exclusive. Catches this fake French accent. We don't know where the game takes place. But you know, some of the robots are wearing like them rice paddy hats, so maybe it takes place somewhere in like China or something. I don't know. I don't remember who made it. It's still in brainstorming sessions. It's a buddy comedy about a cat and a robot. Yeah, but don't make the buddy comedy the cat quipping. Please don't. Describes the game as having a hope punk vibe. Oh my god. If we're going to do this adaptation justice, this is going to be the first and greatest hope punk movie that's ever been made. Oh, that sounds really bad, but at least he's enthusiastic. I mean, whatever. I hope it doesn't suck. Orange Cat saying, will that just happen? If that fucking cat is acting like Garfield in the live action movies for 90 minutes, I'm gonna lose my shit. I mean, like, listen, I understand, because like the whole point is that the robots have been alone so long, they've developed their own language that just is completely alien. I understand if they translate it so the robots can speak perfect English, because that's basically what it was with subtitles anyway. And I get it if, like, your little companion robot also speaks English. That's fine. They're not speaking a made-up robot language. But don't let the cat talk. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Leon from RE4 and Dead by Daylight. Yeah. I've seen the video with his voice lines. The comment section is very hilarious. Robosexual. Hey man, if that movie comes out and like all the robot characters, like if they stick to the designs from the games and like they don't give them like weird faces and they just keep their faces screens, if that design style becomes popular, I'd be so happy. I really love the design of the robots in Stray. Alright, goodbye, Bruce. Fuck, I gotta leave too. I gotta go. I gotta eat food and then go to a bonfire. I like setting things on fire. Anyway. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to everybody who donated and became real fakers. And, well, you're not gonna see me because I'm disappearing for a whole ass week. Don't email me. I'm vanishing. Quite completely. Thank you, Salty Eggs, for being a real faker for 14 months. Now I gotta wait for it to show up. I'm gonna play the game, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we're gonna find out more about the story. We're gonna find new outfits. I'm gonna do that, not us. I'm gonna do that. Show up. I want to leave. I'm gonna find the outfits and then I'm gonna download mods with other prettier outfits. Also, probably just a mod to get like the pre-order outfits that I didn't get, because just fuck it, why not? If we could do that with Devil May Cry, we could do that here. No, I'm not leaving. You gotta wait for the pop-up. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're a real...
There it is. Okay, there you go.
That's so cool.
All right. Good night, everybody. It's like Animaniacs. Good night, everybody.